Welcome to the quiet part of the internet where the noise fades and your breath slows. Here you'll find hypnotic stories, whispered truths, and soft pathways back to yourself. Let my voice guide you into calm, into stillness, into the stories that remember you. Because sometimes all you need is a moment and a voice that speaks gently to your soul. So take a breath with me now. In, slow and deep, and exhale, letting the tension go just for now. Let your jaw relax, let your shoulders soften, and allow your thoughts to drift like clouds through a quiet sky. You don't need to do anything here. Just listen, just be. And when you're ready, we'll begin the story. A story meant just for you. The House with No Mirrors. A hypnotic story about losing yourself in someone else's reflection and finding your way back home. Once, there was a house. It looked perfect from the outside. Bright windows, strong walls, a door that seemed to open just for you. And inside lived a man, charming, bright, magnetic. When Laura first stepped through the door, she thought she had found it, the place she was meant to belong. At first, it felt like magic. The way he saw her, the way he made her felt chosen, like she had been plucked from the crowd, made special by his gaze. But there was something about the house, something she didn't notice right away. There were no mirrors. None. No glass to catch her reflection. No place to see herself. And slowly, gently, the man began to offer his own reflection instead. You're lucky I love you. You're too sensitive. No one else will put up with you. I only say these things because I care. At first, she believed him. Why wouldn't she? Without her own reflection, she began to see herself only through his eyes. Distorted, shifting, never quite good enough. She worked harder, bent herself smaller, smiled through the ache. She learned the house rules without being taught. Your feelings are too loud. Your needs are too much. Your dreams are distractions. Your intuition is wrong. The walls whispered it. The floors creaked it. The silence between them screamed it. And slowly, Laura began to forget. Forget how she laughed. Forget how she moved. Forget how she used to light up from the inside. She became a ghost wearing someone else's name. But one night when the house was too still and the lies were too heavy, Laura found a crack. A hairline fracture along the hallway wall, just big enough to see a sliver of the outside. And in that sliver, she caught something. A glimpse so quick she almost missed it. It was herself. Older, worn, but alive. Eyes that still had a spark. A mouth that still remembered how to speak truth. A heart that had been bruised but not broken. And for the first time in a long time, she remembered. She didn't leave the house at once. Survivors rarely do. She tested the doors first, tried the windows, spoke a little louder than usual, and watched how the walls shook. She doubted herself, second-guessed, felt guilty for wanting more, but she kept going. Every day, she widened the crack a little more. Every day, she let herself imagine a life beyond the house. A life where mirrors were everywhere. Where she could see herself fully. Where she didn't have to shrink to be loved. The man noticed. He called it betrayal. He called it selfishness. He called it crazy. But Laura knew. She knew she wasn't crazy. She wasn't selfish. She was waking up. And one morning, while the house slept, she stepped through the crack in the wall. Not running, not hiding, walking, steady, soft, whole. Outside, the world was overwhelming at first. The light was too bright, the noise too loud. She stumbled, she cried. There were days when she almost turned back, when the voice of the house still echoed in her mind. You'll never make it. You're nothing without me. But she kept moving. Because every step away from the house was a step toward her real self. She found places with mirrors again, real mirrors. Not the ones that told her who to be, but the ones that reflected her as she was. Messy, beautiful, broken, healing, alive. And one day, standing before a mirror that didn't lie, Laura placed her hand against the glass and whispered, "Welcome back." And the woman staring back at her smiled. The house still stands. It always will. For others to find, for others to leave. But Laura knows now, the house can't trap her again. Because she carries her reflection within her, and no one, no matter how charming, can take that away, ever again. Hypnotic Induction. Close your eyes and take a long, steady breath in. Feel the air move through you, softening the spaces where fear once lived. And as you exhale, imagine yourself releasing the weight of all the names, all the labels, all the false reflections you've ever been given. You are safe now. You are free to simply be. Let your breath find a slower rhythm, like the slow, sure swing of a door opening somewhere deep within you. Now, in your mind's eye, imagine you are standing before a house. It looks strong on the outside, but you know the truth. Inside, the house holds old echoes, voices that once tried to tell you who you were, walls that once made you doubt your own reflection. But tonight, you are not here to stay. You are here to leave. You step through the front door, and inside you see it, the familiar emptiness, the missing mirrors, the hollow spaces where your spirit once shrank to fit. You walk slowly, not in fear, but with a deep, steady remembering. You reach a hallway, and there, a narrow crack in the wall, just wide enough to let in a sliver of golden light. You walk towards it. You touch it with your fingertips, and the wall begins to open. On the other side, you glimpse a world waiting. Not a perfect world, but a free one. A world where mirrors don't distort you. A world where your face, your heart, your life are reflected exactly as they are. Beautiful, strong, real. You step through the crack now. Feel the cool air of freedom brush your skin. Feel your lungs expand with breath that belongs only to you. And ahead of you, there it is. A true mirror, not shaped by anyone else's words, not clouded by anyone else's needs. This mirror reflects you, your resilience, your softness, your wild, beating heart. You walk closer. You meet your own gaze. And in the stillness, you hear your own voice, clearer, stronger, truer than it has ever been before. I am real. I am enough. I am free. You reach out and place your hand against the glass. It is warm, alive, like touching an old friend. And in this moment you realize the house with no mirrors no longer holds you. It never will again. You carry your own reflection now. You carry your own light. You carry yourself home. The key meanings of the story. Number 1, narcissistic relationship erase self-reflection. The house with no mirrors symbolizes how emotional manipulation removes your ability to see yourself clearly. Over time, Laura begins to see herself only through someone else's distorted view, losing her inner truth, self-worth, and voice. Number 2, love without freedom is not love. Laura's initial feeling of being chosen is intoxicating. but it's a trap. True love invites you to grow. False love demands you to shrink. Number 3, healing begins with small cracks of awareness. The tiny crack in the wall represents the first flicker of intuition and self-awareness. The moment she questions the false reality she's been given. Healing doesn't come all at once. It starts with noticing and grows with courage. Number 4, leaving is a process, not a moment. Laura doesn't free dramatically. She leaves slowly, thoughtfully, step by step, honoring the real inner struggle survivors face. True survival is a quiet revolution inside the heart. Number 5, freedom is reclaiming your own reflection. Finding her own mirror again symbolizes reclaiming her sense of identity, her ability to see herself with clarity, love, and dignity. She realized her worth was never dependent on someone else's gaze. Number 6, you are your own home. Laura's final realization is that she carries her own truth inside her now. She is no longer vulnerable to the external validation. She is anchored in herself. Number 7, survival is not just leaving, it's becoming. The story isn't just about escape. It's about becoming whole again, remembering your own beauty, your own strength, your own right to take up space. And once again, you've done beautifully. By simply listening, you've given yourself the gift of stillness, of presence, and of healing. And maybe something inside you has shifted, subtly, gently, like a curtain parting to reveal a little more light. If this story brought you peace, clarity, and a moment of rest, know that there's more waiting for you here. I'd love for you to subscribe so you can return whenever you need a soft place to land. For now, let the feeling stay with you. Let the story echo through the quiet and return anytime you're ready to listen. Until next time, be well.